Hi everyone, welcome to my July plan with me. This month I was kind of struggling between themes. I try to usually choose a theme based off of an event or a holiday in the month, but nothing was really speaking to me until my family bought a huge crate of peaches from Georgia. And then I thought, well, I've never done a peach theme, so let's try it out. I really had no clue how to draw a peach cute, so I went on Pinterest and found this image by Diana Bujo, which I thought was cute and thought I would recreate it. I started my cover page off with July in a cursive script, and then I drew the phases, I guess you would say, of the peaches being eaten. So some were whole, some were just the pits, and some were like the halves or like the slices. I then went in and colored all of the peaches. I used my mildliners in apricot, gold, and vermillion to do the inside and outside of the peach, and then I used brown and green for the stem and leaves. I wanted to have a gradient effect on the peaches, so I tried my best to shade the peaches between each of the colors, and I think they turned out really great, and I love the simplicity of this design. Then next to the cover page, I chose to add in this orange border because I think it was going to look a little bit bare with what I had an idea of doing. And then I drew in a peach and then a pit on the opposite corner. I chose to write in this beautiful summer quote, "Answer July" by Emily Dickinson. I love this poem since it shows the conversation between the months May and July and how they are reflecting on the past seasons, spring and summer. I love how May is bringing to light all the good things about July, and in turn, July responds with all the things it likes about May. And it truly is showing how much change can happen during a year. I'm just coloring in the peaches the same way I did for the cover page. I chose a full peach and a peach pit to resemble the change you would see throughout the year and to connect it back to Dickinson's poem. As you can see, I wrote the poem title in bulky cursive and really decided I did not like it, so I went and covered it with a decorative piece of paper and found that it looked much more cohesive. For the calendar page, I kept it simple. I just added these curved boxes and created a section at the top where I can fill in with the number of days. I next colored them in alternating orange colors. I really like doing this alternating design because I feel it makes the page more exciting and less bland. I next added in July in cursive, and then I also added some peaches around the calendar page just to make it look more cohesive and on theme. I also made a note area and a to-do box. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I accidentally screwed up the calendar setup. I usually go from Saturday to Sunday, but I don't know what happened. I guess I just messed up and now I'm going from Monday to Sunday. It's new, and I'm not sure if I like it, but I'll try it out this month and see how it goes. The final detail I added to the calendar page was some green highlights above the boxes, which I then added in the days of the week. For my habit tracker, I went in with some cursive and then I added in these colorful outline boxes. I just really love how these colors all work together. There's something so aesthetically pleasing about them. And then after I formatted all the boxes, I went in with the same color on the top to act as kind of the title section. And then I wrote in all my habits and filled in all of the numbers in the boxes, which always takes so long. For my mood tracker, I again went in with the cursive title and then created 31 individual drawings of the peaches. I really love how this turned out with all the stages of the peaches, and then I just chose the warm colors for the key because I thought it might look silly if a peach was green or brown. Next page was my playlist. This always looks incredibly bare since I fill it at the end of the month, but I just went in with some colorful outlines, and I'll print out the album cover and write in the song and artist beneath it at the end of July. Keeping it simple with the brain dump page, I recreated the border I did for the Emily Dickinson quote page and decorated it with a small peach, and then just put in the title brain dump at the top. I always want this page to be bare so I can write down my thoughts. For my first weekly spread, I chose this format, which is what I do at the start of every month. It just really sets me up for success and making sure I don't forget to do anything, and I transfer everything into the next month. So I have my mini calendar, some peaches artwork, and then this week's menu on the left side. And then I have my to-do next week and note section on the other side of the left page, which I have all colored in with the same color palette, kind of gravitating towards those warmer tones. Then on the right side of the weekly spread, I have these curved day of the week boxes. I'm just outlining them, and then I'm going in and putting the colorful band on top where I'm going to write the days of the week. And then I put in these numbers. And of course, I'm going to finish off by putting drop shadows on everything. Here is the final flip through of my July bullet journal. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. The colors are so lovely, and I'm definitely loving the more simplistic look, especially after last month. I hope you all liked this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more monthly bullet journal themes. See you in the next video. Bye!